Part 3, Information Breakdown. The Planets, Part 1 of 2. A planet so big it would take you a lifetime to explore it all on foot. And that's with not stopping to take a look at its wildlife or ancient ruins. Not to mention having to fight your way through otherworldly aliens aimed at killing you. And the deadly creatures that want to eat you or stomp you out of existence. Last but not least, potentially poisonous air, acid-filled lakes, and let's not forget about the sandworms. It sounds like a lovely place to vacation, doesn't it? Glad you agree, because there are so many waiting for you, more than I can count. And like I said, these aren't maps in a sandbox game, these are real-size planets. Each and every one of you who plays No Man's Sky will be born on one. Yours will be different from mine. Your first memories will be different from mine. But in that solar system, you will be alone. Sean said that we will start out on our own planet in our own solar system, but in the same galaxy. The planets within the universe will have a 10% chance of having life on them, with 90% of them having no life at all. Of the 10% that does have life, 90% of that will be primitive and boring. So the lush garden worlds with no more evolved life forms on them will be rare. But how rare? Let's think about that for a second. We will all start out on our own planet in our own solar system in the same galaxy. And Sean has mentioned that the world we start in will be a thriving planet. So this is speculation, but it seems to me that each solar system will have at least one planet that will have life on it. But a lot of gamers call the planets with no life boring, uneventful. Though if you watch the trailer, you can clearly see that even the planets with no life, there is AI to fight, landscapes beyond our wildest imaginations, ruins, resources, the list goes on. Just because there isn't any grass doesn't mean that every planet won't have surprises. Take this picture for example. This seems to be a barren planet, but to the right we can see some buildings, and evidence maybe life once existed here judging from what looks like a dead tree. Floating mountains, something we see in the movie Avatar. My point is that there will not be a single planet that won't make our mouths drop, barren planets or lush garden planets. You'll have a mini-map which will show points of interest such as resource-rich areas and landmarks that you or others have uploaded, and we won't know what they are until we get there. The points of interest include crashed ships, beacons, something to discover like mountain ranges, a vast lake, which even on a barren planet, there could be lakes. It just might not be water. Could be acid or ammonia. That's where the suits will play an important role. And those suits can be upgraded too. These upgrades include allowing you to breathe underwater for longer or survive in toxic environments. So make sure before you take a swim, you look at the chemical compounds of the water first. Your suit may not be able to handle it yet. The list reads, there will be trading posts on the planets. And if you take a look at the screen capture I took, this could be one of those trading posts. There even seems to be a landing pad and a busy sky full of AI. Wonder if you could just fly right in there and land right down on it. You will be able to upgrade your ship, multi-tool, and your suit at these trading posts. The article also reads that the suit nullifies gravity, so I'm taking it that even gravity between the planets will differ. It would be really cool to turn off the suit and jump around the planet in low gravity. It also states that you can combine resources. In this picture, we can see this resource is flammable. So I'm not sure if that and another resource combined would create fuel, or maybe refill our laser cannons. That would be important, I'm sure, making it a must to always stay charged on your weapons, because it reads on saying there will be combat situations on planets. As you can see here in this screen capture, one of the big ships we usually see in space is on a planet being attacked. Also, notice how it's cold on the planet. It being far away from the sun would cause that, or being the North or South Pole neglected from the sun. Speaking about the sun, here is a screen capture I took of a sun. I thought, this is one picture I don't see while searching for No Man's Sky stuff, so I just thought I would share it with you. Makes me wonder what would happen if we got too close. Maybe flying towards the sun could get rid of AI attackers. Anyway, back to the planets. Not all the barren planets will be a bland brown color. Some could be gray, white, or even frozen. Some planets could be so hot they are molten lava. Sean Murray was asked if the procedural aspect of this created a problem with how traversable the planets were. After all, they want us to explore, but what if we can't? That's where the jetpack comes in. There's no way Hello Games can be certain that we won't get stuck somewhere. I'm sure they could just put in a respawn me out of here option, but they want the game to be a realish experience, but at the same time arcadey. So to solve it, we all get a jetpack. Now this is speculation, but I'm sure we won't have to refuel it. What good would his solution to that problem be if we forgot to recharge it and got stuck? In closing, the one planet per solar system that is habitable and has life on it is just speculation. It is my theory. I really hope that this theory becomes true, but if it doesn't, it's still going to be a great game. Reading a quote here, in other words, the universe of No Man's Sky, and it is a literal universe, won't be full of feathered orange dinosaurs. It'll be filled with rocks. It's up to you to find the diamonds in the rough. We haven't shown any of the crazy creatures we're doing, or how far we can mutate things, or the crazier ships, or anything like that, he said. And we won't. We will hold that back. With as proud as Sean Murray is about exploring and finding and documenting and uploading creatures and places and stuff like that, I think he's pretty much giving us the runaround. When Sean Murray picked up the gamepad and started playing the game and started discovering things he didn't even know existed, he had a certain kind of euphoric feeling. And Sean Murray and Hello Games want the same thing for all of us. But rest assured, this game will be fun no matter what. Barren planets, life planets, or whatever. I will be trying to find myself in space as much as possible. There will be a part 2 to this planet segment. There is a lot that I did not go over. There is still a bunch of notes here. Leave a comment question below and point out what you want me to cover. Tomorrow night I will be recording with Rum and Apples, and we will be talking about No Man's Sky. If you don't know who Rum and Apples is, his link is in the description below. Check him out. Until next time.